it's kind of behind Objective B, which is because I can play it's to the left side right now. You can see that white people love going up there, and they spawn in those hills behind where the ribbon just popped up. So those are kind of hot spots. You always want to keep your eyes there. You know, you just want to scan. You know, scan what's in front of you, look for targets. If you don't see anything, you don't necessarily have to change your flight path to find targets. Use your peripheral vision. You know, it's all like really just. I mean, for me, this is just stuff that, you know, I go through no matter what I'm doing. You know, if I'm driving and running around and sniping, you know, it's stuff that I'm always thinking about. You know, where's the enemy? Okay, if they're not here, where are they now? You know, where are they going to be? Stuff like that. Like, you're always going to think, you know, where is the bad news? So, you know, here, I take the rocket. I'm not too worried though, you know. I've been hit by a few punches right now, so I did the smart thing and I actually landed and got out. The reason that I get out when I land sometimes, and this was kind of a poor situation to do it because if they killed me doing that, I would take off and I have full health. But the reason that I do that is if you're not in a helicopter, if you're not in a vehicle, nothing can lock on you if you're not in the vehicle. So if people are trying to lock on you and you land and jump out real quick, it'll break their lock completely. It will just completely break it instantly. So, you know, that's just, again, another thing that you probably don't think about, but that's important stuff to know. Because, again, and another huge thing of that is you can land right in front of someone with an Igla, jump out, and they can't hurt you unless they pull out their weapon. So, you know, it's just basic tactics and stuff. You know, here I'm just flying along the waterfront trying to break all their locks, which is a really good area to do it because there's obviously no altitude differential and altitude, you know what I mean. The altitude of the water is constant, so, you know, you don't have to look out for any blocks or anything. So, you know, just flying here, you know, trying to break the lock, even if I don't, there's always a good chance that their missile will hit the building. And here, you know, trying to just kind of creep around on it. And that's something that you always want to try and do, you know. You don't need to make your presence known all the time. They know that I'm here. They know that I'm still flying this thing. They just don't know where I'm at. They don't know when I'm coming back. And that's something else you want to keep in mind. You know, if you stay out of sight, then they can't lock you. And if they can't lock you, they're going to get frustrated. And in the meantime, they're looking at you, looking up in the sky, looking at the birds. Your teammates can run in and do what they need to do. So, you know, don't always think that even if you're not necessarily getting killed, that you're not going to get killed. Because you'll see it happen all the time. If you watch when someone's flying a helicopter and they keep it in the air, people hate seeing other people flying helicopters. People hate that so much. And that's, you know, that's another thing to think about. There's a helicopter up. If you ever just pay attention to your teammates when the other team has a helicopter, just pay attention, you know. You're bound to see 1, 2, 3 people sitting there with Iglas or, you know, pointing their machine guns at the air, just spraying everywhere. People hate seeing other people flying helicopters. I don't know how much I can say it. It pisses them off. I mean, it really does. I'm not really sure why, but now you're going to see here, you know, again, I'm going to utilize this building that actually, let's see, we had inside of that building. I utilize that building a lot to try and break locks. There's also, you know, here you can see the SOFLAM in the street. That's something you need to be aware of. If you see that, be afraid. Because that thing will keep you locked if you're inside of it. So that makes avoiding lock-on rockets, whether they're Iglas or Stingers, very difficult. So, you know, know, I wasn't too worried because there were actually only probably 1 or 2 people using but you know, it's still dangerous. So, you know, constantly, you know, over the building, behind the building, breaking locks, you know, break that line of sight. Here I'm just looking because this is the spawn area of this crazy. So, you know, this is where you go for the fresh meat. You're looking for some fresh meat. You know, some new targets to hunt down. This is where you want to go. Because first of all, they spawn right in the street sometimes, so there's no cover. And second of all, a lot of snipers love to go in that street, kind of like on the edge of the truck by the rocks, stuff like that. So keep that in mind. You know, there's a hot spot if you want to park it in the chopper, but you just look there. Especially snipers. I mean, you know, even a not that great sniper can really mess up a team because they. And this, I failed every time. I don't know if I ended up killing anything. Yeah, I got that guy. That was just important. But yeah, a sniper is, that's something that you need to focus on taking down. I mean, you know, it's your job as the chopper to do 3 things. 1, obviously, is scouting people. You know, it is a scout helicopter, so you know you should be spotting people as much as you can if you're not getting shot at or killing. The second thing, obviously, killing people. You have guns, you have weapons, you are armed. Literally, you have 2 Gatling guns on the side of this helicopter. This thing is a monster. Because your guns. Break locks, hide behind buildings like a giant pussy. Doesn't matter. They're locking on you. They don't have to do anything to kill you except to hold 1 button down and tap another one. You know, and the third thing, obviously, here I take a hit. You know, I was a little worried at first, but then I realized that I'm actually over an airfield, so there's a beautiful landing area right here. Excuse me. I sat down, and I didn't get out because I'm out of bounds here, and I wasn't getting locked on, so there's really no need to. Go back up here. And the third thing, as a helicopter pilot that you need to remember is you're going to be dropping people off all the time. If people spawn on you, you should be looking to drop them off over key areas that may not necessarily be directly on the objective. A lot of people, as soon as they get in a helicopter, they get real excited. Oh man, I'm gonna go on top of the highest thing I can find and snipe. Please, if you're one of those people, just don't do that. It's one thing if you get 1 person on top of a building that's spotting people and sniping, that's a great threat. That helps everyone actually. But if you get 4 people on the same building, then it's just a waste of manpower. And that's just silly. Attack this objective. So, you know, here, again, another giant building with lots of land around it to hide. And I'm sure at some point here I'm going to get locked on. And I'm going to, you know, hide behind the building. That was beautiful. That was a beautiful sequence right there, I gotta say. But yeah, you know, I'm picking people up that are coming to the street. I'm cutting their forces. But yeah, let's get back up here. Let's see. You can fly inside this building. I did it once. The problem is that they spawn in there and then they live in there, and when they're really mad at you, they have rockets, they can shoot, and there's nowhere to go. So 1 person would not be there, really careful. But, let's see. I'm gonna do another map one of these days. There should be an attack chopper video as well. So actually, that might not be up by the time I put this one up. We'll see. Yeah, 21-0. Wait, I think I said 22 before. That was a different game. That was actually the following game where it auto balanced us back onto the attacking team, but whatever. So keep your eyes out for the rest of my chopper videos, and I will probably do some other stuff like tanks next. Peace.